phone.
That might be my general contractor calling.
I think it might be. Answer it, quick.
All right.
Don't want to miss him.
I got it. Hello?
What are you, duh, everybody knows you're answering the wrong way. It's upside down.
Oh. Hello.
Is it your general contractor?
It's my general contractor.
So,
He says we might have some appreciation in our home. You know, the recent market has shown that your home
is appreciating.
It is appreciating. And it looks like maybe potentially your home looks like this today.
And maybe you want some home improvements done. Maybe you want to add, I don't know, a new door.
Or
Maybe
how about just
a can of paint. Maybe a locker or two.
A locker or two. So maybe it might be time to consider a home equity line or take some of that appreciation out and do some home improvements.
And you could have this.
Yes, and maybe it'll look like this instead of the way it used to. Hello, everybody. My name is Barry Horvath, and this is Moving Forward TV, your local market update.
And I am Delynn Gaston. Thanks for joining us today. Barry has a new toy.
I like it. That was really cool, wasn't
He's
it?
got a sound maker
I
on. He found the sound maker on my
I
phone.
promise I will be respectful.
No, you won't. Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
only
Don't
use
even
it-
go yet. No.
I'll
Yeah.
only use it at the appropriate times and moments.
So he found this app on my phone that has all these sounds. I'm sure everybody out there knows about that. And he's, of course, going to search his phone so he can have one too.
No.
But anyway, so today, today we are talking about home improvement loans.
Actually, we're
home
talking
equity loans.
Actually, we're talking about the improvement of the market and the ability to do
Yes.
home equity loans. Remember, it's been
So-
a long time since people could actually say the market is appreciating.
I know.
And we have equity in our homes.
I know, something we haven't heard for a long time,
No,
the
we've
word
been used to-
equity.
we've been used to short sales and so
Right.
forth.
And people upside down.
And today we're going to talk about should you, the pros, or should you not, the cons of doing a home equity
Right.
line versus maybe considering a complete refinance of your house. So
Right.
there should be some good stuff today. So
So let's jump right in.
let's jump right in.
So the market has appreciated
fun.
some. The market has appreciated some. I knew he was going to do that. Thank goodness. And now people are starting to have equity in their homes again. So what do you do with the equity? Some people just want to leave it there. Some people want to access that equity and perhaps do some home improvements or things like that. Equity loans, home equity line of credit. The first thing I want to say is a lot of people don't realize a home equity line of credit is a second mortgage. It is attached to your house, and it is something that is called a second mortgage. A lot of times I have people who say that they don't have a second mortgage on their home. All they have is the home equity loan. Apparently I had the wrong pages.
We're well scripted here.
So anyway, so let's talk, we're going to do pros and cons of the home equity loan. So yeah, no, look, we're both grabbing our glasses. All right, so you want to start?
No.
Okay, I'll start. We're going to start with the pros, the
I
upsides.
wanna play
First of
with
all,
my buttons.
most of the home equity loans don't have any closing costs or extremely low closing costs compared to a refinance. So that's something definitely to have some consideration. Are you ready with number 2 there?
No, because I don't have number 2.
Look, he totally liked all of his pages. I don't know what he did. I had him all set up.
No, you don't. Look, I got 2 of this one, and I don't have any of the other one. So we'll come back later, okay?
You do have them. Read number 2.
No, one of the other benefits, obviously, of home equity line is the no fees potentially for draw. So it's a lower cost option, really, if you want to if you are looking to take money out to make the house look like what we saw earlier, if your house looked like that, I think you need more than a home equity line personally. But there is low costs associated with doing a home equity line. So, you know, do you want this back now? Since we're sharing
Or you
it?
can just read them.
I'll just read them all to you.
Why don't you
okay?
just read them?
All right, that's it.
I'll just interject. You read them.
All right, that's fine. Another pro of it is the low interest cost. So,
He's got his
low
toy.
interest costs on a home equity line can be tied to prime, and prime is typically, well, recent history anyway, below what you would pay on a conventional mortgage rate. So a lot of people like that.
Right, so
In
it's
fact,
very
it's
attractive.
a very low cost. Now remember, these are all the pros. We haven't gotten
I
to
know.
the cons yet, so so keep that in mind. Another thing is home equity lines are typically variable products. So they, again, tied to prime, but they can be converted in most cases to a fixed rate. Now, however, I must caution you, and we'll get into that in the con side, is that, when you convert them to a fixed rate, oftentimes it's a payback period. So your payment can go from a low minimum interest only payment to a fixed amortized payment of 5 or 10 years, which could be a big, big jump in your payment.
Right.
So that's another thing. And the other nice thing about a home equity line is typically you can pay it off whenever you want. You could pay it down and then use it again. So, it's not like you have
Right.
to, have to worry about, like when you refinance, what are you getting the money
Right.
for? You have to explain everything in a loan
Right.
today. So,
And keep in mind, that's actually a good point that you bring up there, because there's differences between home equity line of credit and a home equity loan. There's a big difference between the two of them. A home equity loan is all at once a disbursement. You're taking $25,000 of equity or something like that. You're going to get the whole $25,000 at one time. Whereas on a home equity line of credit, you get a checkbook up to $25,000 that you can use $5,000 for like a new air conditioner or something like that, and not touch the rest of it. And you're only paying on the amount that you used. Whereas on the loan, you have to make the payments on the entire $25,000. I'm getting nods from the back, so I'm guessing I
nods, yeah,
explained
that's
that pretty well. Ta-da! What's next on our list
well,
of pros?
I really like that one.
That is a good one.
That's such a good one. Another pro is that unlike if you take a credit card out, because some people go in and they'll go do the 0% at Home Depot or Lowe's.
Right.
I got to get plugs for both of the big, the big box stores there.
And the little ones too.
Absolutely. We want to deal with the little guys too. So, but the first $100,000 on a home equity line, if you're itemizing your taxes, and of course consult your tax professional, there's my full disclaimer.
There's his disclaimer.
Is or maybe tax deductible for you. So that can be a huge advantage as opposed to doing a credit card or, other avenues out there, because it is tied. Remember though, only the first $100,000. So, but if you got more than, you think that little locker room, you think they had 100 grand equity in there?
Yeah, maybe not.
I just want to know. So, and of course, we already discussed this, but you can use the money any way you want. That's a huge, huge advantage.
So you can use it for not only home improvements, but you can also use it for things like consolidation, college education for your children, things like that.
And the other thing we did not discuss is, closing costs are typically little to none on a home equity line.
That's the first one I said that.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening, so I have to reiterate it.
At least he admits it. I didn't think you were listening. You were too busy finding the what sound he was going to make.
But I want to stress that one, because that's what I think really draws people in, is they do the or they do the teaser rate. So.
And the consolidation, I think, is another good thing. When you're paying high interest rates on your credit cards of like 18, 20, 24%, something like that on your credit cards, sometimes putting them all together and having a low payment might be a good idea.
So anyway, all this talk about home equity stuff, we have a big announcement.
That would be the drum roll.
So what is Casey cooking up today, Delynn? Abalemo.
Abalemino soup. It is
Can't
Greek.
say it. It's Greek. Abalemino soup. It looks and tastes delicious, I'm sure. So we'll be right back.
Welcome to Chat and Dish. I'm Casey Quaretti, and today I am taking you to the Greek islands for avgolemino. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but it's Greek chicken, lemon, and egg soup. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, this is so simple. We only have 7 ingredients. 5 cups of chicken stock, salt and pepper, 3 eggs, 1/3 cup of fresh lemon juice, a chicken breast that's been poached, and a cup of orzo, which is pasta that's shaped like rice. You can use rice if you prefer. That's it. Let's get started. Step 1, bring 4 cups of chicken stock to a boil. Add your orzo and give it a quick stir. Once you put your orzo into your boiling chicken stock, set your timer for 8 minutes. That's all it's going to need to cook. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and chop up our chicken. Just cut your chicken into nice bite-sized cubes. When your 8-minute timer goes off, add your chicken and then turn off the heat. Now we need to take our eggs, put them into our mixer and beat them until nice and fluffy. It's going to take 3 to 4 minutes to get our eggs nice and fluffy. Eggs are nice and fluffy. Now it's time to drizzle in our fresh lemon juice. I've heated our last cup of chicken stock in the microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds. I want it hot, but not boiling. And now we're going to go ahead and drizzle it into our egg mixture. I like to pour the egg mixture into a container that's easily taken over to the stove so that we can pour it in to our soup very slowly. You whisk your egg mixture into your soup slowly because you don't want your eggs to curdle. That's why we're going ahead and whisking all at the same time that we're pouring it in. Now all we have to do is taste this for our seasonings and then we'll be ready to serve. Oh, it's fabulous. Oh, all this soup needs now is a sprinkling of fresh ground black pepper. That's the traditional topping for Greek lemon and egg soup. And this soup is lemony, but it's not super lemony. I gotta tell you, my daughter Marina hates lemons, but loves this soup. Oh, cannot wait. Big mouthful. This is so fantastic. You definitely have to give it a try. Oh, I cannot stop eating this soup. Okay, on to the shout outs. 52 Kitchen Adventures for an incredible mini citrus tart. Oh, do not miss out on a real citrus treat over at 52 Kitchen Adventures. Okay, next up, I want you to go over and visit Chasing Delicious for Summer is Here Berry Citrus Tart. It is as good as it looks. I can promise you that. Don't miss out on a great berry tart over at Chasing Delicious. As always, thank you for visiting. Until next time, I'm going to miss you, and I do hope that you treat yourself and your family to a Greek holiday via this delicious lemon egg soup. Cheers!
So what'd you think of that avgolemino soup?
I love it. I'll tell you.
Where's our sample?
I know. That's a healer too, you know, the chicken.
Really?
Yes. It's Greek. I was in Tarpon Springs for 18 years. I have lots of Greek friends who make a wonderful avgolemino soup.
Really?
And just like Casey's looks delicious though. Everything she does looks delicious. But in any event, yeah, it's very good when you have a cold, just like, you know, chicken noodle soup.
Right.
It's very good.
Avgolemino soup
yes,
is
it
the way to
absolutely.
go.
It makes you feel better.
Now that I can say
it does.
avgolemino. Avgolemino.
Delicious,
It's delicious. So now let's get back to what we're talking about.
Okay,
Home equity
so
lines, the improvement of the market.
The cons.
Now the cons. Let's
so
get
the pros and the cons.
So
Here's
now
our cons.
Here's our cons. I like it, actually. You know, one of the biggest cons is the low payment temptation. While that's a great thing when you're budgeting,
Yes.
the low payment temptation can be bad because if you make that low minimum payment every month, you may actually never pay off that home equity line of credit, which could be long-term detrimental to your financial health. So
Right.
that's definitely can be a con, where if you were in a fixed rate mortgage, you don't have that option. You know,
Right.
you're going to pay your payment, that's it.
I guess if you're diligent about making a principal payment as well, because keep in mind, that brings us into the second one, interest rates. On a home equity line of credit, most of the time it is an adjustable interest rate. It is an adjustable interest rate, which means the interest rates can rise. So most of the time, all you have to pay on those home equity line of credit is the minimum payment, which is the interest only. So you're not paying anything towards your principal, and that interest rate might rise. And when that interest rate rises, that could hurt. You have to be you have to be diligent and make principal payments as well.
I just love
I
my
know
little
you
toy.
do.
I'm really having fun with it. Sorry. I think
What's
it's going to be
next?
with us every week, so we'll have something to look forward to. I always need something to play with, whether it's a banana that I clearly didn't even know how to answer because I had it upside down. Who knew?
Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
So what is the right way?
The right
'Cause I
way to
never
answer
did
a
hear from my
banana.
contractor. What's the right way? This way?
No, that's upside down. Thank you.
This way, really? I didn't know. All right, anyway. All right, so let's get back to people using their home as a piggy bank.
Yes,
That
that's
could be
the other
definitely
con.
be a con, yeah. So if you want to use your home as a piggy bank and the market's appreciating, a lot of people did that back in the market boom and got in trouble for it. You know,
know.
it was like
Got
that
caught.
temptation to do a vacation with that money,
Right.
to go out to eat more. Your banana's ringing. Oh. You know, and next thing you know, you have this lavish lifestyle and you used your home equity to create that.
As an ATM.
Yeah, so that can be a definite
Right.
fallback on.
And I think, again, a lot of it comes to you have to really be diligent and you have to be very careful and stern with yourself. Okay, next.
OMG.
Next would be payment shock. So what happens on these home equity line of credit, and if you are if you are paying your minimum payment and you're paying the interest only portion,
You got to look at the right camera, Delynn.
I
'cause
know.
they're just,
they keep going back and forth on me. If you are paying just the minimum payment and you're paying your interest only payment, then what's going to happen at some point, the bank is going to say, you need to start making principal payments because they don't want to get to the point where all of a sudden you're upside down in your house. So they want you to start knocking down that principal. If you borrow $25,000, they're going to want you to start knocking down that principal amount at some point. And that could be called payment shock. If it's, typically on home equity loans, it's like what, 10 years in, thereabouts? Just going to strike. I wish I never showed it.
I think they got the point.
I think they put a bigger table between us so I can't reach him to hit him anymore.
I love it.
All right, what's next?
I don't know. It's okay. Actually, the other thing we want to look for is beware of the hidden fees. Sometimes people take out an equity line, you got a low or no closing costs, but
Right.
if you didn't draw a certain amount, some banks may actually penalize you and charge you a fee. Or if you close it early and terminate it early, they can charge you a penalty. So that's kind of a hidden fee. And some of them actually charge an annual fee to keep that in place. So beware of those hidden fees on your home equity line.
Right.
So read the contract, and if you're not sure, go over it with somebody who's experienced in doing that.
Yeah.
Does that help you out, Delynn?
It does. And the last note on our con side would be losing your home's value. And this is something that I do want to stress a lot. Unfortunately, we as human beings, somebody said this best, one of the news people, and I thought it was a great line, we have a tendency to have short memories. What? We do. We have short memories. And what happened, the real estate implosion of 2006, 2007, 2008, as the values were depreciating faster than any of us could realize, a lot of us lost a lot of equity in our homes. We don't want that to happen again. So definitely be cognizant when you're considering a home equity loan.
Really?
Yes, really, Barry? And try and use it for the right things. Make sure that when you're doing your home equity loan, don't go in over your head. Don't maybe take it to the max. Leave some equity for, to be sitting there, just in case. I guess that's it.
All right. Well, I didn't do that. My hands are right here. That's like mystical stuff. All right, we got a tip coming up here from Devin with McWilliams and Sons, and we're also going to tell you the best way to invest or where you're going to get the most bang for your buck when you use that home equity line for home appreciation right when we come back.
Hello, my name is Devin with McWilliams & Son Air Conditioning. And today what I want to talk about to you today is the phasing out of R22. I'm sure you've heard about it, maybe your friends are talking about it, or you've heard about it on the news. It is due to be gone by the year 2020. You should no longer be able to buy the equipment, and obtaining the refrigerant as well as the parts to fix your equipment may be difficult. And I want to let you know before you end up in that scenario 5 years from now. We're beginning to see a lot less of it, and the prices are getting a lot higher on the equipment as well as the parts and refrigerant. Now, what does that mean to you? If we get into the year 2021, you may not be able to obtain this refrigerant, or the price to even recharge your system may not be in your benefit. You may still be able to find dry units, and you can still purchase them now, but it is not recommended, and it does not meet the efficiency standards or the AHRI standards. It does not work well for your equipment. You also do not get your full warranties. Right now, if you're purchasing new equipment, you should be getting 410 equipment. That is the current refrigerant that's out, and that is what will give you the most lifespan on your equipment as well as the most for your warranties. We sell an array of brands. We service all equipment. But as R22 continues to get phased out, we begin to pick up less and less of it. We are now getting to a point where if your coil blows a leak or you are low on refrigerant, you are almost condemned. The price to repair or to regas your system is not becoming in your benefit. It is best to do some research and take a look at what your options are, and give us a call at McWilliams & Son.
Another great tip from Devin and McWilliams & Sons.
I love them.
Thanks for reminding me.
Just in case, you know, that's my
in case.
job.
All right.
Nudge you, poke
Hey,
you.
You know what? I'm really sad though.
What?
They took my box away.
I know.
So all I have to play with is this banana. That's it. That's
God.
all I need. This banana and these keys. That's all I need.
But that's all I need.
That's it. This banana, these keys, and this coffee cup.
But that's all I need.
This banana, these keys,
Name
this coffee
that.
cup,
Name that movie.
and my eyeglass case holder. That's all I need. This banana, this case, this coffee cup, this
Steve
thing,
Martin, the
and this
jerk.
flyer.
Everybody knows that. All
That's
right,
all I
can we
need.
go on, please?
And then I need your pen. Can I have that pen?
We
too?
do need to, no. I'm just going to ignore him and go, see what I, that's why they take the toys away from him. All right.
know, it's really
So what things should you spend your home equity loan on?
Let's talk about ROI. You know what ROI is, Dylan?
Return on investment.
Very good.
Woo!
What's the best one?
What is the best bang for your
What's
buck?
the worst one?
I
know.
was very
This
surprised.
is why we have a list. I know. It's
I
gonna be
know. I was very
surprising.
surprised, actually.
So
Okay, so go ahead.
All right, let's talk about, I think this one's Captain Obvious to me, but anytime you add space, that's your best remodel return on investment. Like if you add a room or so forth, because you have more square footage, and most people are aware, you know, square footage, your appraisals are based really on square footage. The more square footage you have, the more value you're going to have in the home, including like even if you put a room or a loft in your attic. So
Right.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
I
That's
did
a
too.
good-
I thought, now these statistics we're talking about are national averages, so I know down here in Florida, putting a room in your attic might be a little warm, but if you do have a high enough attic, that's a
But
great
you know what's so
way
funny?
to add space.
Spraying insulation in your attic, a better insulation has 116% return on your investment.
That was one of the highest. That floored
Isn't
me
that
as well.
crazy?
Yes.
That's-
And they said it's like an average of a $1,200 fix, and it can bring 116% return.
Which is 1,600.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Yeah,
I
that's
know.
good.
Okay.
What about a kitchen remodel? Is that a
Kitchen
good idea?
remodel, that's the second one.
Is that a
It's a
good
kitchen
idea?
remodel. You know, everybody says what sells houses? Kitchens and
Mm-hmm.
bathrooms. You know, you're selling to the female in most cases, and kitchens are a biggie.
But you know what's
not,
so fun?
But
It
not what
doesn't
you would.
not return investment. It makes the house look better, more presentable, more sellable. But really, you're going to get 74 cents back on every dollar you spend.
Right.
And that's typical national average. But, you know, that could be the difference of you selling your home or not.
Exactly. Next we have, I was very surprised, doors.
Doors, yes.
Front doors.
Front doors, back doors.
Like that,
Garage
another
doors.
locker or two, like in our
Yeah,
in our
where's my-
home remodel
where's-
picture.
Where's my button?
But new doors, surprisingly enough, just doing a little, sprucing up, making it look good, putting a new, like a steel door or something like that in, that makes a big difference.
Yep, doors actually
What was our
return
return on
91
investment?
91%.
101% return on a new door. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
that's a good one to
That
do.
is a good one. So, and then siding replacement is another big one.
Yeah.
That has an 80% return on your dollar for improvement. So if you're looking for money to spend out of that home equity line, siding might be a good one to consider. And this is the one, the last and not least, really surprised me. Everybody says, we got to remodel the bathroom.
Yes.
Because people buy homes with beautiful bathrooms.
Yes,
Well,
they
guess
do.
what? They do, but it doesn't have the best return on your investment, not like I would have thought.
And I'm thinking maybe because it's costly to remodel a bathroom. It does definitely, for whatever reason, bathrooms are costly.
You know, it's so funny.
You're just not going to get as much of a return.
The average bathroom costs about $17,000 to remodel. And you're,
It's crazy.
and you're going to get a 65% return on your investment.
But you need to do it. If you have an outdated bathroom, you're going to sell your house faster,
Yes.
I think, by making it look updated and remodeled. So that's the biggest thing, is put the money back into your house. That's what we're trying to say. And especially if you're going to do that, they say the best time is within 1 year. So when you do
Really?
your home improvements, sell the
I
house
need to
within
really
a year.
Really?
Really. According
just make my own
according to
sound.
the statistics, they say you should sell the house within 1 year of doing your home improvements so that they're still new and people. I know I bought a house that was all new and remodeled, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, you loved it, right? All
Yeah.
right, so let's talk about some upcoming things.
Yes.
on the
Upcoming
event
stuff we
calendar.
have.
Is there anything on the calendar we need to talk about, Lynn?
I'm not asking you yet. I have something that I want to mention because he's going to have a list. We all know that. Okay, so this coming weekend, July 1st, for all of you who are not leaving town for the 4th of July weekend, right here in lovely downtown Newport Richey, we have Kia Fest, which is at Sims Park, our lovely new remodeled. Isn't this beautiful?
love
Look
the
at this
park. I
beautiful.
love it.
I know. Look at this beautiful
Did you
park
see that
behind me.
banana? They made a banana appear in the air behind you. Must be it's from the monkeys in the park.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's July 1st and 2nd, and they're going to have all kinds of wonderful stuff. They're going to be food, obviously food, music, kids events, beer garden, arts and crafts.
There's a
We're
beer
going
garden?
to have a David Bowie tribute on Friday night. The Hooligans are playing, and then on Saturday night, Petty Hearts, Bob Hope Band, and Fleetwood Macs is playing.
Not to be
So
confused
it's
with Fleetwood
Friday.
Mac. And I want to know,
first
when
and
did they
second.
start growing beer in a garden?
I don't know, but they did.
All right. All right. Any other dates you want to talk about, Dylan?
What other dates do you have, Barry?
We got it. All right. July 12th, we have a mixer at Oasis. Actually, it's a mixer. It's a Meet the Candidate. So come on out, some free food. That'll be
Oasis Coffee Shop?
Oasis Coffee Shop in Port Richey. Come on out. And
On
then
Little Road.
And we have a sandbar trip on Sunday. And it's going
Which
to leave out
Sunday?
of Gulf Harbors. It's on July 24th. July 24th. So come on out. Check it out. You can go on WPBA.biz for more information on that.
That
And
one you have
can
to
go on-
register for.
and go on barryforpasco.com to check out the other events for the meet and greet the candidate. So anyway,
good.
get us out on social media, like us, share us, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. Yeah, I got it all down.
Thanks,
Snapchat.
everyone. We appreciate you watching. We are today and every day.
Moving forward.
We'll see everybody
Have
next
a great
week.
week. Call me.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.